transition. Welcome back here to game number 1 of this best of 3 series, Penta Sports versus 4 Protect 5. And again, just a reminder, this is an upper bracket series, so no one will be going home. But it is a series between 2 of the top contenders in this tournament, arguably.
Yeah, anyway, I was trying to say before, I really think that 4 Protect 5 have the better draft here. I'm not going to call like who's going to win the game right now, but I really think that Penta is going to struggle against this draft from 4 Protect 5. Also, as far as to the strongest contenders in the tournament, I wanted to cover that one real quick. Did Double Dimension get knocked out last night?
They did, super fast as well. By the looks of it, Panda was casting this one in like 1.5 hours after the scheduled start time. She was in Discord saying like, "Oh well, that didn't take long," and I'm like, "What the hell?
What are you talking about?" Oh my god, those guys looked really strong.
Wait, on the bracket though, it's... Wait, I'm confused now. I am confused, because the bracket says... Well, the bracket says the time is TBD for that match.
TBD for match.
Oh no, the match is not. Ah no, that was also an upper bracket match. So yeah, let's do it. 2-0 them very fast. So it's still in the tournament. But
right.
They're down but not out.
My
That's
god,
what confused
though.
me for a little bit.
Double
So.
Dimensions looked like they were like every game that they played, they got a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
It was impressive.
Well, top lane, also a lot of strength here being thrown at the Sanking already with the burst strike out. That'll keep him alive. It's a try action up top here. Something that we don't see every day these days.
Yeah, I'm really interested in seeing it though. You see a lot of engagements. The one thing that does happen with this is people start to leave the lane and go elsewhere when they realize that their tri lane is not good enough to beat up the enemy's tri lane. So
We'll try and do things actually stronger here. I mean, right now, Faces Void, taking a lot of damage, will undo some of that with a time walk.
He is the right hero for undoing that. We see Lifestealer versus Pugna in the mid lane. That's a little bit weird.
I bet he don't really want to avert my eyes from up top, because Boogie does have another burst strike right now. He wants to go on Flens. They could maybe make a kill happen here right now with a power shot, especially with RMN making his way in. And there it is, but the Torrent to turn things around before it can happen. RMN will be the unofficial first blood as the creeps at the towers work away at him.
Tix3 is what he needs to say in all chat right now, so he can feel not quite as bad.
Well, but yeah, mid lane, you're absolutely right. I mean, Pugna, we see him sometimes mid, of course, but Lifestealer, very rare sight. Should be fine for him though, in terms of just withstanding the Nether Blasts, worst comes to worst. Once he picks up points of rage anyway.
Every coin helps.
Yeah, I mean right now he has the points in Feast, let him heal up a little bit quicker, and we see something happen in lane we didn't think anything would happen. Puck manages to take down the Necrophos in the bottom lane.
Yeah. Also another one of these matchups that I've not seen before, so I've yet to start thinking about the way it should be working.
I definitely think Necrophos is the advantage at the start of the laning phase, and then imagine Puck would slowly gain the advantage as far as bursting enemies down. But Puck's strength is like coming through rotations and whatnot, being able to fight the enemies elsewhere. He just doesn't have the sustain to keep putting against Necrophos. Barely any heroes do.
Yep. At least for now, he's just trying to do his best. He has to probably get another set of tangos even after eating through this one to just counteract the Heartstopper aura, but doing a good job just keeping him low, just bashing away at him. Meanwhile, speaking of bashing, they're looking for one on Boogie. Don't need it to shackles. Will connect to 2 heroes, but after the death has already occurred. So another casualty inflicted here by 4 Protect 5 from the top lane.
Yeah, I mean, their lineup is very strong, and they're already starting to win the laning phase. Really scary if you're on the side of Penta. They're already up more than a 1k gold advantage just starting this game. So we'll see how they manage to deal with this as the game goes on. But Yeah, I'm be very scared if I was inside of Penta right now.
Yeah. You don't already see them reacting. DNZ is just picking up bounty runes. Going to roam around a little bit more, same for our men, so they're abandoning this tri-lane attempt. They're looking to try and make something else happen. And there are some heroes that are vulnerable, especially the partner in mid. He's too far forward by pushing out the lanes like this. And look at the damage, actually. If he's too far forward, he can be wrapped around on it. This is exactly what they're looking for right now. That is the slow to start off with, a couple of right clicks. He does have the Grapify to throw out. And he will not actually get it off. Nice shackle off the creep there from DNZ. Damn.
Well played by him. Shackle Shot's absolutely... Actually, all of Windranger's abilities have gotten stronger and stronger over the years to the point where each one is pretty ridiculous in its own right. What, 2 second shackle at level 1 for 2 targets, 18-second cooldown. Eventually goes to 3.8 seconds.
Yep.
In disable. How's that balanced?
Shackle level 1 used to be very, like, underwhelming when it was like, what was it before? 1.25 seconds or something?
Yeah, 1.25.
Yeah, it's the same as Gold Feet. It's like nice to have, but it's underwhelming. And compared to the amount of effort that you have to put in to actually make it proc on the side of the Ancient Apparition, it was not enough. Same kind of idea for the Shackles. Like, I personally, whenever I play Windrunner, I can throw the same angles that everyone else does. And the others will get the double shackle or just even the single shackle off a tree. And I won't, so it's a bit tricky to use at times.
The mechanics are just out to get you, man.
Yeah.
You know?
5. They need to protect him here. It's in their team name, but, well, they can't get to. Left alone in this middle lane, our men coming in at just the right time when the Decrepify was used.
Yep. The unlucky part of Decrepifying yourself, Bounty Hunter comes in and tosses the Shuriken to finish you off. Only 1 point in the Shuriken so far, though. Interesting Bounty Hunter build, but I'm not going to focus too much on about the Bounty Hunter here.
Super standard here, what are you talking about?
What? I always go 2 points in the Shuriken as quickly as I can.
Oh, but you're not a pro player, though.
Fair enough. I'm just a wacky boy.
Yeah. You just want to have the Janata just be able to res a little bit more effectively, I think. That's the general idea. But yeah.
Kunkka giving his pocket hand X's and back to base. And well, he TPs. And back into lane again. Full bottle. More HP. Better, faster, stronger. Pucker.
Okay. I'll give you that one. That was surprisingly witty. Mid lane though, again, 5. Boom, still not being protected at all, and might be in trouble again if DNZ decides to show himself, but not this time around. 5 acting like he knows what's happening, but he's not the one with vision.
He's bluffing.
Yeah. Well, still being slowed down. The Decrepify once again. A lot of damage on target, but he has his own level 6 now. E-skills making his way through. The axe back all over. The rage already used. Not quite enough damage. Even with all of that. 1200 life points to chew through. And at the very least, it puts partner back at full as well.
Yep. Still a very good reaction from the side of 4 Protect 5. I want to say though, Penta, after the start of the laning phase not going so well for them, they really started to react pretty great to everything that 4 Protect 5 was doing, finding pickoffs around the map, pressuring the enemies, like making all the right choices after the start of the game didn't seem to go so good for them. So I'm excited to see how they manage to pull off this draft of theirs, but again, I really think that they're at a disadvantage as far as heroes go.
Well, Project 5 can continue the way that they are doing right now. They'll be in a good spot to try and exploit that a little bit more, but we'll see. Still some ways to go. Courier actually died. Where did it die? What? Bounty hunter, I guess. Yeah. Had a stick on it.
Just bounty hunter things.
Hogna starting to work away at town whenever he can get a chance to walk up. Nether Blast it, and obviously it's great pushing tool. Something that we haven't quite mentioned yet, but we touched on it earlier in the draft about them not having one until the partner pick.
All right, let's take a look at net worth right now. Top net worth chart is 2 of Penta's heroes, Lifestealer and Necrophos. What do you think Necrophos? Oh, he's building a Radiance. Oliver, I forgot. Completely forgot. Classic Oliver.
That's a classic, man.
For those who weren't here, the other games, in drag and drop or casting, Oliver only builds Radiance.
It's 4-man rotation. Poor Pugna. He's not getting a break here. A lot of pressure on top of him. That should also secure the tower eventually with the nuclear repair coming in, ready to tank.
Well, yeah. Radiance again. He's a man who knows what he likes and he goes for it. I can respect that.
Yeah. Especially in a game where you have a Necrophos who is also a hero that likes to go Radiance more frequently than Lifestealers. Obviously he also has other builds that he can go for, starting with the Veil. That's a good start, and then into the Hood of Defiance at the very least.
I'd like to sit down and talk with Oliver one of these days, you know, figure out the story behind his love for Radiance.
Want to burn with the fire of imagination.
You just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
Anyways,
first big Lifestealer bomb and the works Armin. He has a passenger, but just delivering him to lane to farm. This Pugna may just make it out of there.
Yep, Bounty Hunter 5 more movement speed than Lifestealer. So, I wanted to get there slightly faster. He wanted the creeps and he wanted them now. Okay, so I tried to talk about the net worth and item progression of the heroes. Looked at lifesteal and got slightly off of track. Let's look for the next highest, Necrophos, and what he wants to build and what he needs. Looks like he's going for a Hood of Defiance. He's also getting gone on here.
Yeah, Silence as a snap the call. The Ice Blast just coming online after the heals. But it's enough damage regardless, obviously. A 4-hero rotation to make that work this time on the other side. So it's a good catch though. As I said, one of the highest farming heroes on the Radiant side. Putting a dent into that can only help.
Yep, and now all their heroes are here positioned, ready to take a tower. Pugna, of course, blasting it down pretty quickly. They might just get it here with this rotation.
Yeah.
So, Penta need to decide what they want with this.
One more blast will do the trick.
Eventually, when he decides to blast.
I just waited until it's in range to actually get the last hit. Guess I'm anyone cheeky, just hiding between the trees looking for last hit deny or something, but it's also one of the great aspects of the Pugna push, that you can guarantee that you can actually get the tower kill and not just the tower down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's go. Might should be in trouble. Armin showing himself. 5 is there too, though. There'll be enough to turn them around. Downtown to the dust form. They don't quite yet.
Was warded though. So they saw the Faithless ward coming in, so I don't think they're gonna be able to catch him out. Very nice ward there. If that ward was not in that location, they didn't see the Faithless ward coming in. That would have been a very dead Lifestealer.
Yep. Very dead heroes in top lane. We might see some action happening. Back up on Kunka as he TP's in. Ice Blast. Almost catching his DNZ to find him with the axe. Meanwhile, Etta and 5 try to go into the backlines, but didn't quite find the opening that they were looking for. Seeing a few too many heroes, another burst arc will actually connect over onto the Kunka, will be sniped down. But now to turn around, 5 sucking away at Sanking's life. Now looking for 9. The Chronosphere catches him, but only him. He'll secure the kill, still looking for more. DNC and Armin both will be fine now.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that Chronosphere was worth it using the Necrophos had 11 wand charges. He's a very scary hero, being Necrophos. Yeah, it's not something you really want to test to see whether or not he stays alive, especially when your Ice Blast is on cooldown. So I think using the Chronosphere there was a smart choice by Faceless Void.
I might as well put it on cooldown. It's the same kind of idea of some of these other higher cooldown ultimates. Better to use them to secure a kill rather than not use them and not get the kill, you know?
Yeah. That's something I heard to drill into the head of one of the guys I'm coaching right now. He hates using huge ultimates like Chronosphere, Black Hole, etc. just for one hero. It doesn't really seem that worth it. Try to tell him if it gets you an advantage and you're uncertain you're 100% able to get the kill without it.
Lens is in trouble. Let go for the partner instead. First 5 gets the grapple fire off, but it puts him in more trouble with the epicenter having been channeled up. Oh man. Unfortunate.
Unlucky.
He keeps getting killed. It's kind of a miracle that he's still keeping up in terms of net worth, honestly. 1, 4, and 2, but still 400 gold ahead of the Necropose.
The top net worths right now is Lifesteal at the very top by like a significant amount. Then underneath him, Faceless Void, Puck, and Pugna.
Oh, that's another free kill.
Yep, down goes the A. Is it really worth it though to constantly put the net worth advantage that you have, or like the majority of the gold on your team onto that one hero, which is Oliver on his Lifestealer? I mean, the guy did absolutely insane in the games the other day. As much as I like questioning his Radiance choices, he showed that he knew how to make it work.
Yep.
But is putting on the farm on him gonna get the team ahead here? Or do they need more farm on somebody else? Do they need like Blink Dagger on Wind Ranger? Do they need I guess obviously Blink Dagger on Sand King a little bit faster than they've had it?
Yeah, absolutely, but they're actually getting there as well. They're not being slowed down all that much, because mostly what they're doing is leave Life Shield to his own devices, while themselves getting kills and towers elsewhere on the map. So it's not like they're just only securing farm for him. Right, Sanking's only 200, not even 200 gold, just no gold away from that Blink Dagger.
There it is.
After the recent happenings, so he's there where he needs to be. Windrunner is a support in this one, so you can take it a little bit slower. And he's still managing to find an impact with these power shots, doing a whole lot of damage. Same for our man, he is level 6, so starting throughout the tracks, max level Shuriken. Can also provide a lot of damage on the back of that, so it's in a good spot, I think, as far as their lineup is concerned, as far as what they want to do with it.
Yeah, this Wind Ranger build feels so weird to me.
Yeah.
Just, you're level 5 at 17 minutes, 2 points in your Shackle Shot and 3 in Power Shot. I really don't know how I feel about this. I mean, he has more money than the AA. AA's net worth right now, 885, and that's a dead bounty hunter.
They find the Siphon Faceless Void before the Time Walk can come out, and now they're looking for more. The Blink Dagger showing up. Boogie with the epicenter channeled. Finishes off a secondary kill, and damn. Those are 2 big ones too. Faceless Void and the Pugna only for Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, Oliver Radiance, you know?
Not sure if that had the biggest impact that particular fight, but yeah. We'll just give it to him because we can. Just
providing the facts, it's up to the viewers to decide how they want to look at it.
That's not exactly what the job of a caster is, you know?
I do mine a little bit differently. Oliver Radiance, though. I'm just saying that was a difference. That was something that they had that fight and not in the previous ones, and that one went pretty well.
Well, this one might go well as well. Lifestealer Bomb infested into Boogie, and we'll be able to bring him down easily. Lifestealer Radiance, that was again, it's probably ticked for like 100 damage.
Yep, pretty sure Oliver has just solved Dota, and everybody on his team realizes that, so good on him. I wonder what his teammates think. I'm kind of curious, like, the fact that he's doing this every game, but the fact that it's working has to be kind of interesting team discussion, I imagine.
Yeah.
Like, they say, no, Oliver, stop building your Radiance, and then he does it anyway, and he wins the game. And he does quite well while doing it.
We're gonna go again, the smoke up to find the faces void, again with the scythe. The burst down, both to turn around, but 3 heroes are down for the count and don't have the damage to follow this up with anything. And yeah, I mean, I really like the way that they're playing this. Oliver, they're just using him as that guy to just be your front line, just draw the attention, then the rest of them just walking down, bounty on the scouts. Boogie follows up with a blink control, or blink stun from the Sand King, and then Necrophos kind of tags along, does this stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
really
they
well
made
so
this. They definitely made this bounty hunter lineup work. I still think
There's
that
another one.
will protect. Ooh.
Maybe not this time around. Not quite enough damage to finish up 5. Etta also making a rotation. Does catch Boogie with the coil. Another burst strike available, and the second gets it off. Will be enough to save him? Well, considering that he's X'd up and the rest of the team is banned him, the answer is no.
His teammates
Oh,
are
here's
coming in,
down.
but
Okay, that was a
like,
bait. E-skill. Next one on the list, and the Shuriken toss will also help finish up the Kunkka.
Oh wow. Yeah, I mean, it took so long for them to kill him that Gob's allies managed to walk all the way across the map to get there.
Yeah. That's another tier 2, not the one that they were looking at initially. Down in the bottom lane, but hey, you take what you get.
Yeah. I mean, I genuinely think that 4 Protect 5 have this much stronger lineup here, but Penta are playing this in such an interesting way. I'm really impressed with their gameplay. I hadn't really considered Wind Ranger as a support. I'm still not fully sold on how they're playing this Wind Ranger, but like, you can't argue with results.
Yeah. I think you can replace Windrunner with a number of other 5 position supports and you'd have the same thing. Have the same result. Like, I don't think he's the biggest difference maker in this particular fight. And well, the boat coming through, Chronosphere being used. They actually keep Kunkka alive a little bit longer, but one more right click, a little bit extra tick damage will do the trick. They don't actually get it off though. They're forced to stick around on the low ground. Kunkka's running away. They do keep track of him though with the with the track that lines up for another power shot. 2 heroes down. They're looking for the third. Flensmeister does have another time walk. Not quite bringing up to the high ground though. Oliver, 2 more right clicks. Unstoppable indeed. This lifesteal just getting further and further ahead, and at some point you have to wonder, the Chronosphere is not enough to deal with him, then what is?
Praying. Pray. I'm not sure. As far as a more legitimate answer goes, I think they need to have a Chronosphere on him, and then they need to have the Ice Blast hit him in the Chronosphere as well, but as far as everything else goes, I feel like you can't really jump on him and silence him with the puck as well. You need some sort of harder lockdown to deal with him at this point, and they don't really have that. The hardest lockdown they have is Torrent and Chronosphere, and if that's not enough to deal with this Lifestealer, like those 2 abilities, then you're in a very bad place. Chronosphere should be able to deal with any like 1 hero, especially with the rest of your lineup, and in a situation where that isn't enough, even with a blast hitting them inside that Chronosphere, you need to start trying to find other solutions as quick as possible.
Yeah. So far, they're up against it here. But level up to go on. All I can really try and do is farm up the Fusel Blade and works for flanks. So, this is what will have that extra bit of damage output. Armen plops down some more. Some might have been scattered out actually. Not entirely sure. As it stands, they know exactly where everyone on 4 Protect 5 is, or close to it. Drawing the line.
But 4 Protect 5 don't realize this.
Oh well. We're gonna go on to the Necrophos for all over with the Chronosphere. Also catches the puck, funnily enough, and now going on place? Perhaps, maybe. Oliver's coming in, he wants to fight this. Armen also revealing himself, gets coiled up. Oliver, raging. Well, doesn't quite have the right clicks for 5, but he's keeping track of him. He wants to get that kill, and he also wants to get the next one. He's cleaning house from the backlines. 2 for 2 trades so far. And now Flens. Well, anything to cancel it? Yes, I do have it. Another shirt toss. Gonna be a Dead Faces Void on top of everything, so... Hashtag worth.
Okay. Hashtag worth. These team fights are looking really, really weird. I'm not really sure my analysis means anything at this point.
Does it ever?
I mean, they all. Haha. XD.
Sorry.
I won't be joining you for next game, Dragon. You're on your own.
I'm just making jokes, man.
Just making jokes.
Trying
Anyways.
to stay awake.
Yeah. Did you manage to nap?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, I'm happy for you. I worry about you, buddy. You work too hard. You're good at what you do, but you work too hard.
There's no sort of thing.
No rest for the best or something like that.
Also, nothing I enjoy more than casting, so that tends to help. Actually, putting up with that, yeah. I don't like to get up for anything else. I do like to get up for casting.
I kind of envy that. I lost that kind of passion I had for Dota and whatnot a long time ago.
It's Batman.
Anyways, on a less depressing note, let's talk about that team fight that just happened. 4 Protect 5, well, no, Penta knew where everybody on 4 Protect 5 was, but still, 4 Protect 5 got the better initiation off. That was a little bit weird. In the end, I think Penta ended up winning the team fight, but I don't think they should have lost so much.
Try to go again. Another Chronosphere available in a second, and they use it on a couple of heroes. 3, in fact, down here. But where's the damage here? Oh, the puck on side of it also lines up the perfect shackle. An absolute disaster. 1-for-1 trade though, as they do find the Necrophos in lane, but can Penta clean up anymore? Penta shackled up again. Oh man, DNZ doesn't have a blink deck to work with, only 4 staff. Boiled up, he's still managing to find these shackles and trees. In lane though. Bounty Hunter should end up falling at the very least. He's still dusted up for a little bit. Oh, okay, maybe I spoke too soon. Actually out of damage. 5, now he's in a lot of trouble. Stunned up, 4 star by his buddy. Esco trying to do what he can to keep 5 alive. To protect 5, if you will. And eventually he will fall. Nice Ice Blast though. Oh man, that might put him over the edge. Oliver though, well, he's still very strong. DNZ also on a killing spree. Our man will even survive. Only level 1 Ice Blast. Not strong enough.
I was watching, I was keeping a very close eye on Puck that fight in 5. The man that the 4 of them are trying to protect. I feel really, really bad for him. Like, he managed to phase shift out and before that Chronosphere came out, but then Wind Ranger got the perfect shackle off onto him, and he managed to like keep 3 enemy heroes busy chasing him while the rest of the team tried to take a fight, and he still ended up losing that team fight and getting killed by another shackle.
Dancing Dragon. Ouch! That was a 2-shot, wasn't it? They nice 4-star there to keep the Senko alive too. At the very least, that sacrifice will keep them from putting on more damage to tier 3.
Yeah, but for how long?
Yeah.
I mean, I think they already pinged it out. They're just going to retreat, go do Roshan. It's going to take them slightly longer, but it's going to be even safer for them to do. I'm sure they'll put it on Oliver, the man who burns as bright as the sun.
He does have the Solar Crest. Let's see what you did there.
And the Radiance.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about Oliver's role playing. Someone needs to give him a stern talking to.
Alright, hold on 1 second.
Alright, 4 Protect 5 just sitting in their base. They know that they can't leave at this point. Sitting on top of the high ground, waiting for the enemies to take Roche. Oh god, that is very, very depressing. You saw what they just do to Pugna.
Every coin helps.
So they had to X marks the spot Pugna so we could walk outside the base and safely nether blast a creep wave and then be pulled back in by the Kunkka.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a clever strategy, but when you have to do things like that, you sort of realize the position in the game that you're in.
Yeah.
And it's not a good one.
This is high ground defense simulator for 4 Protect 5 right now. I mean, 20k net worth behind almost. There's no real easy way that you can walk outside the base and expect to be fine. Even inside the base, or we've seen the Chronospheres, it doesn't even matter how good of a Chronosphere lands if you don't have the instant follow-up. I think you need the Ice Blast, you need the Parkland next to it too, just to be able to have some chance of killing the supporting cast. Speaking of supporting cast, look at our man, he finished up an Agnum Scepter, so these Joy Tosses will bounce even more. Oh, actually, actually taking up quite a bit of damage, will be bursted down from almost full. That'll be the first life down. Can it turn this into something? Netherward will make this hard here, and Tanking realizing that he made a mistake, creating space for his own team. They get the tower, but they lose another hero, and now 4p5. Looking for more. No pearl available. The root. Turn around. Tier 5. Oh, there it is. And then Lens with the corner sphere. But again, where's the damage? It's not there. All of us just keeps going on and on and on.
Boy.
God, the bounces. Almost finishing them off. It's so hilarious.
Yeah, once that Ice Blast went off, it was safe for the lifesteal to go in. That's something they were definitely waiting for. So I think Ancient Apparition should have held on to that instead of using him on the Sand King. I don't even think it landed on him before the Sand King died, so that was a bit of a mistake or miscommunication between the team. But you need everything to go so right for you to be able to take a team fight, even fend these enemies off with as much advantage they have right now. So I'm sure they're feeling the pressure.
Yep. Well, one rack shorter, one less objective they have to defend, I guess, if you want to look at the bright side.
Yeah, you know, this way we get to group up a lot better. They can't split us up as much. It's actually a good thing they took that Rax there.
Exactly.
With Roshan dead and the Aegis on the Lifestealer, we don't have to worry about Roshan going outside the base anymore. But
now there might be a little trouble. Double damage rune. The rune of many winds, as some people call it. Now in the hands of Oliver. Smoked up, obfuscating the exact positioning for a little bit. And now Flens. 1, 2, 3. Wow. 1, 2, almost 3 here. Gets the yields off on the puck. It's still a lot of trouble. 1, 2, 3. 3-shotting everybody at this stage. Can only get to... There it is. Can only get rid of the pesky defusal, pesky Decrepify without a defusal. It's hard, but they run him down, force at the GG. Just a solid performance there from Penta.
Yeah, super.